Welcome to Crypto Moon Hunters, the only crypto podcast bringing you the latest projects across the industry. Cryptocurrencies discussed in this podcast are highly speculative and ultra high risk. Never invest more than you can comfortably afford to lose. Any information discussed in this podcast should not be considered financial advice and is provided for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Seriously, these guys are idiots. And now here are your hosts, professionals of buying high and selling low.
Welcome to Crypto Moon Hunters. I am Hate Mail. With me today we have a Loot.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Not good if you're into crypto. And if you're listening to this podcast, you're almost certainly into crypto. We decided to do a quick episode. This will be a short one, but we had to come on and talk about Terra LUNA, which is just, oh my God. It is just, every time I look at it, it's down more.
It's more like Terra under.
It's so bad. It's down in the last, down 60% as of the time of recording, which we're recording on May 10th at around 6:14 p.m. Eastern time. And it is just, just getting killed.
Yeah, the interesting part about it is the stablecoin Terra USD. As of this morning, it climbed from the dark depths. What did it get down to yesterday?
Well, are you talking about the stablecoin or the actual?
The stablecoin.
Yeah, so let me go on. It got down to 68 cents yesterday.
Okay, so
maybe
it
even
popped
lower.
back up to 90 cents as of this morning. And it's back down to 81 cents.
It's actually at 80 now. So it got down to 68 cents yesterday, which I think kind of started the catastrophic sell-off, and people started really wondering if this coin is going to survive at this point, because the Terra LUNA, it's the LFG group, the Luna Foundation group, put another 1.6 billion in Bitcoin, which is backing the Terra LUNA stablecoins, into the system, and that still wasn't enough. And the selling just is not stopping. It
sounds like the future of Terra LUNA really might not make it.
I find it hard to believe just because there's so much. When you look at the stablecoin, it still has a market cap of 14 billion. So it's got a long ways to go completely under. The only thing I wonder is, okay, I think there's going to be enough money thrown at this to get it under control. And you got to figure certain people, myself included, yesterday I saw Terra was down to $31 and I said, well, this is a great buy. So I bought not a huge amount, but decent little chunk of change worth. And I regret that decision because now it's down another 60% and it's down to
it's at 17 I think, and change.
17.55, and it's
it was 15 a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it's you got to figure there's going to be some bottom feeders. People think, okay, this is as low as it could possibly go. I'm going to buy some. I'm definitely not buying more until I see it start to pick back up again. It's pretty scary how much it's just been. Just slaughtered. It's dropped. I want to say like 4 to 6 billion in the last 2 days in market cap. That's insanity.
It's really tanking hard.
And I think it all spawns back to, we had market, crypto's speculative assets. We had this discussion earlier in the year when inflation started getting bad. Seems like it's following the stock market, which stock market today couldn't get its feet. And now the crypto markets really seem like they're just starting to really fall this afternoon after the markets closed. And now with the stablecoin depegging, which is what Terra's built on, is being a group of stablecoins. It's kind of their whole shtick. If it doesn't work, Terra LUNA really doesn't have a place in the market. So
just for clarity for anybody out there that's listening, what exactly is Terra LUNA? What does it do? How does it work?
So they use the different fiat pegged stablecoins. So they have kind of different versions of stablecoins to kind of create algorithms for different coins. They kind of want to be a base coin so that they have they work as a group of stable coins to create an ecosystem for other currencies to kind of create that liquidity for other coins so they have something to back against, which is why Terra Luna, if it can't hold its own peg on its own UST, that erases its entire purpose. So that's why everybody's just
Yeah, it seems like
mind.
it's not even its own blockchain, really.
And now people are freaking out and they're selling it to move into other stable coins as fast as possible. And it's just creating a negative feedback loop right now between Terra and Terra UST. It's supposed to be burning Terra to create their whole system is in an ugly shape. And if it doesn't stabilize, I would think in the next 24 hours, it may catastrophically fall.
Now, are there other coins that you know of that are tied into Terra?
There's a lot. I don't know. I know Curve has a lot of their system with them. Let me see if I can find that out real quick. Because I know they were partially involved with, why can't I think of the name of it? The coin we got real into, one of the, they have a lot of stuff with Avalanche. I know that.
Oh, okay.
And
Avalanche is getting slaughtered too.
Yeah, but Avalanche, the founder of Avalanche still believes in Terra. I think Terra Luna is, I read a report just a little while ago that they're reaching out to a bunch of different crypto, major crypto exchanges and investors and offering them basically like a 50% discount if they support liquidity right now to get them through this. But,
yeah, I saw Binance suspended trading yesterday on Terra, and then they reenacted it.
Yeah, well, it's because it was like over $1 billion tried to pull out yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's just insanity. I don't know. It's ugly.
It's not just Terra. I mean, if you look down the top 100 list, it's pretty ugly out there right now.
Well, that's what's hurting the Terra UST because a large chunk, if not huge amount of the UST is backed by Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's down insane amounts. So it just
at the time of this recording, it's 30,682.
Which, I have a feeling we're heading into kind of the great consolidation that everybody expects to happen with crypto. I think this kind of hastened it because think about how many coins out there are pretty much copycats of other coins, and there's probably
so many of them.
80% of them are, let's be real, they're pretty much worthless. They have little communities that are into them, but they really don't have a major future. So I think this is going to hasten those coins going completely under. And then, but you're going to have the big winners that are going to come out of this. I mean, Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Ethereum's not going anywhere. And you're going to have the Apples and the Amazons emerge out of this probably lengthy downturn. I don't see this recovering. Even if it stabilizes, I don't see it having a heavy recovery anytime real soon.
Honestly, I was thinking about this. I was talking about this with someone else. I think we're looking at between a 6 and 9 month downturn. I think it's going to be 6 to 9 months of just hell.
I honestly think we might be looking at more like 2 years because I think this year we're not going to see inflation stop anytime in the relative near future. The Fed says they're going to raise rates by 0.5% every month for the next 3 to 4 months or longer. So, and the Fed doesn't seem to be worried anymore. They'd rather stop inflation even if it means recession, which they went on record of saying today. So you're going to slam on the brakes over the next 6 months. And then 2023 is almost certainly a recession. And I think we're going to have to be coming out of recession before people start investing heavily in speculative assets like crypto.
It's almost like it's an engineered recession.
Well, they kind of are because they want to stop runaway inflation.
Yeah. It's a fine line between failure and success.
And the Fed has never really proven that they
know what they're doing.
Yeah. So I just don't see it happen. I don't see them playing this correctly, because the other big thing that they're doing is they're no longer buying treasuries, US treasuries. So the 10-year treasury just keeps going up, up, up. They're unwinding that balance sheet, so you can see those rates going higher fast. And why would you buy cryptocurrency, which, the big appeal to cryptocurrencies right now is, hey, I can get 10, 12%, or if you want to play real safe, like 6% on the centralized exchanges. Well, if you can get that off regular investments that are 100% safe, why would you invest in crypto?
Yeah, I think it would be safer to go the traditional route if you can get similar payoff.
Yeah, so crypto's going to have to, increase their percents, and that's, it's going to be tough. So the upside on crypto long term, if you pick the right ones, is significantly higher than most things. But most people, and I know I've started looking at traditional stocks, looking at traditional investments, because they're getting cheap enough that their upside is high and they're a lot safer. So it's going to hurt the crypto markets for a little while.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real bloodbath.
I'm pretty high on Ethereum right now, though, because they're test netting in their Ghost network. Their increase in transactions, they're going to go from 10 to 15 transactions per second to 100,000, which would be huge on Ethereum, because even though Ethereum's
but didn't Vitalik say that he doesn't think that Ethereum's ever going to be a really great performance network?
Maybe not as fast as Avalanche or Solana, but they already have such a big ecosystem. Even at 10 to 15 transactions per second and high fees, people still don't leave it.
Yeah, it's true.
So when you increase it significantly and reduce the fees significantly, that's just going to make it more popular.
Well, maybe it'll tank to $1 and I'll go all in.
Yeah, I know. I do. This is a lesson for all of us, myself included, that I should have took profits. At least a lot more than I did.
Get me started with the take profits. Yeah, I should have taken profits a million times.
Yeah, I would have so much money if I would have taken profits a bunch of times. But now I'm going to be waiting to see.
I would have over $300,000 to $400,000 right now, but I'm an idiot.
Yeah, now I'm just waiting to see which ones survive, because now it's like, well, there's no sense in selling my bag because they're all so low. So
I'm not selling anything. It's just going to chill.
Yeah, I know I'm going to lose several of them along the way, but I'm hoping the Apple or the Amazon is one of these that we're holding, and then it makes
one of them that I really like, and I know we're running out of time, is, and I had mentioned this into a text chat, I really like the Bitrise environment, the Bitgert.
Yeah, I do too.
I think they've got a lot of, I think there's a lot of good going on there. I mean, the only thing that's kind of negative about it is they have big supply.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's all relative. I mean, well, Bitgert today, with everything else down, they're up 23%. So that's not bad.
No, they're doing really well. I'm into it. I don't have a huge bag, but I've got enough that if it gets out of the realm that it's in now and it were to get into like the big boy $1 billion range, I'd be doing really well.
Yeah, it's impressive that it's managing to not only hold its own, but it's increasing while everybody else is down. So that's been one of my better buys. But I think we have to wrap it up there.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. If you're thinking about jumping in the Terra Luna, I would
don't do it.
I would definitely be careful. I might dollar cost average down personally, but that's only because I bought a bunch yesterday at $31, and now I'm kicking myself. But it's definitely a risky purchase, so you may want to wait for it to hit the bottom and start, stabilizing and not dropping, because we just went to 1545. Dear Lord.
I think it's going to drop more. So
I heard a lot of people say $10 is kind of the resistance point, the next resistance point on this. So We'll
Honestly,
see.
with all that technical analysis, I don't believe them 90% of the time.
That seems like a good round number in my mind. I don't think
$10 is good.
Yeah, I think that's a point where I think people will say, "Hey, I'll buy it at $10. It's worth throwing the dice at." But we'll see. We will see.
All right, till next time.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Crypto Moon Hunters. If you like the show, consider becoming a Patreon and get special perks. Just go to patreon.com/cryptomoonhunters. You can also tip your host by donating to our wallets. Just see the address in the show notes. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave comments on whatever platform you listen to.